So I was busy doing other things this early afternoon, and I happened to go into a local store that sells antiques and clothing and other stuff. It's not quite a thrift store, and I've almost never bought an album in this store, but today they had a copy of Murry Wilson's The Many Moods of Murry Wilson. Murry Wilson was and is the father of the Wilson brothers from the Beach Boys, and I believe he's the uncle of Mike Love, the lead singer of the Beach Boys. And so this album is a cutout. It has a hole punched into it. It's in really good visual condition. The album is really nice looking, and so we'll have to look at this a little bit more closely later, maybe today or later this week. The actual Murry Wilson record, the vinyl, is really nice. Doesn't look like it's ever been played or played very little. There's the great Capitol Records Spectrum logo. And we'll get back to this record in due time and this album cover. Hello there, I am perfectly normal. I am a normal person. I have a normal haircut. I am a normal person. I go to the gym. I have normal interests and activities that I take part in. I have never encountered heavenly album covers before. I have never looked at heavenly album covers before. I have never seen heavenly album covers on YouTube or anywhere else because I am perfectly normal. But what is this? I think it's heavenly album covers. And we found a Murry Wilson album, probably his only album, today, and it was kind of exciting. It's not the greatest album that we've seen, but it was a shock to actually see The Many Moods of Murry Wilson in the flesh and to now own a copy of it. And here it is, back from the store from where we bought it from today. And we got a really good deal on this. It was very, very reasonable, and I'm going to light it up a little bit better. I have my pointer. We were going to cover some of the musical aspects of Murry Wilson and the Beach Boys and Brian Wilson and all that, but it's a big rabbit hole. The Beach Boys story is just a gigantic Beach Boy rabbit hole, so we will strictly stick with the cover imagery and what the album looks like, because that's what heavenly album covers is all about. This is Murry Wilson. He took part in this album that came out in 1967. He apparently wrote a lot of the instrumental songs on this album. It's a kind of an easy listening elevator music kind of album, and it's very pleasant. It's very nice. There are plenty of other music aficionados on the internet that have talked about this, so without much further delay, this is Murry Wilson. Again, there's Murry Wilson. Looks like he had an advance copy, like a slick of the cover here he was looking at in his living room. And there's Murry. There's Murry, kind of looks like he's hanging out somewhere. And there's Murry Wilson and the Wilson mother, Audrey Wilson, looking very stern. Here's Murry again with the Sun Rays, a band he had a big part of. And here are the Wilson family. There's Murry, Audrey. Here's Brian looking forlorn. Carl and Dennis with a flat top on. It's a great photo. And here are the early Beach Boys. I think they were the Pendletones, or the, I think for a while they were called X-Ray Specs, I think, for a couple of weeks. And it looks like Dennis is on the drums back here. There's Murry Wilson. There's some guy they dragged in off the streets. There's Brian, the great Mike Love, Carl, that guy, I forgot his name, one of the Beach Boys who wasn't always a Beach Boy. And here is Murry, Audrey, and a lot of the boys here, the Beach Boys, future Beach Boys, showing off their white socks. And once again, here's Murry Wilson showing off the test cover imagery. This is basically this album, and he's smoking a pipe. And so let's look at the actual album cover. It's just, it's got some great kind of interesting lettering up here, kind of hand done. It looks kind of like computer readout lettering. This says the many moods of Murry Wilson, no A in Murray. And it has a subtext here. The talented father of the famous Beach Boys presents instrumental interpretations of his and other original compositions. Got the capital little logo there, the stereo insignia stuck way up there. And we'll look at this little part in a second. And the rest of the cover is just little square photographs of women in various modes of dress, in various landscape settings, doing various things, looking at the camera, looking blurry, looking like they are posing, looking like they are aloof. And so there are no pictures of Murry Wilson on the cover, but there is one on the back that we've already seen. And he's got his trademark pipe there, tobacco. I assume he was smoking tobacco. And we've got a typical Capitol Records kind of a high fidelity blurb about how music has never sounded so great before, because Capitol Records records all their stuff great, and high fidelity stuff was still a big deal in 1967. It was a big selling point for a lot of music fans. And here are the tracks, some kind of liner note stories and anecdotes. And so there's the cover. We will take individual photographs of these individual women and put them together too after this part. And so that's the cover. That's it's actually a very nice cover. It's very it's arranged very nice. The photographs are arranged very logically and nicely. It got a lot of movement to it, got a lot of color, and you can tell this is the original inner sleeve because it matches up with the cutout hole in the corner. It's a big hole there that they made to discount the album, take it off the market. So those match. My pointer fits right in there. And the actual vinyl is beautiful, of course. And that's one of the reasons I picked this copy up today, because if it was beat up, I wouldn't have picked it up. But it's a good condition album, and it's just a curio. It's a conversation piece, really. This whole album, it's not exactly Mozart or Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift. It's Murry Wilson, and apparently this was some sort of contractual obligation album. I guess Capitol acquiesced and let Murry Wilson do this album in lieu of further financial obligations with the Beach Boys. And so this is stereo. It's got the really nice Capitol colorful spinning spectrum happening. The lettering's really nice. The many moods. not just some moods, but the many moods of Murry Wilson, and he did have many moods, not just some moods. But where is my alter ego? I know I left it here somewhere. I'm right here. We must learn to live together. I am your alter ego and you are my super ego. So let's live together happily and psychologically forever.